When your cat looks across the living room and locks eyes with you from afar, do you actually know what exact criteria they just used to judge you? It is not random at all. And it is definitely not just because you are the person who opens the food cans for them every single day. Behind those quiet eyes is a highly complex decision-making process. If you misunderstand how they choose their absolute favorite human, you could be making a huge mistake. You could be spending years forcing a connection they do not want, while completely ignoring the real, subtle signals of true love they are trying to send you. You might even be the absolute favorite and not realize it. Let us decode exactly how your cat decided that you are the one human they trust completely. 1. It was never about food. This is the most common mistake owners make. Yes, food is a highly valuable resource, but that alone does not buy loyalty. To a cat, the person who feeds them is often just a resource manager. They do not necessarily view the food provider as their ultimate true love interest. A resource is simply something they need to survive. Deep trust, on the other hand, is something they actively want and choose to give to a specific person. Animal behavior researchers found that when given a choice between food and human interaction, many cats actually choose the social connection with their preferred person over a treat. The person they truly love is the one who provides emotional security. They seek someone who makes them feel completely safe when the surrounding world seems too overwhelming. If they could speak our language, they would simply say, "Anyone can give me a bowl of kibble. Only you know exactly how to make me feel safe." So the next time you fill their bowl, do not expect immediate affection. Just quietly provide the meal and let them come to you on their own terms. But while food does not buy love, there is one specific behavior you might be doing that instantly buys their dislike. We will reveal that at the end. 2. They prefer the quiet one. Have you ever noticed that cats often gravitate toward the one person in the room who is completely ignoring their very existence? This is not just a funny coincidence. In feline body language, intense frontal attention from a stranger, or even a loud family member, is perceived as a threat. The quiet person is essentially demonstrating that they are not a threat. Researchers at Oregon State University confirmed this preference for human passivity during initial interactions with cats. If they could put it into words, their decision sounds something like this. "I respect your space. I am waiting for your invitation. Therefore, you are safe." By not pursuing them, you have passed the primary safety test. You are the low-energy, respectful anchor in their world, and that is an irresistible quality in a companion. This behavior is deeply rooted in their biology as crepuscular animals. They spend a vast amount of energy observing their environment, categorizing everything as safe or unsafe. They are designed to be high alert. So when you offer them predictability by being quiet and calm, you are offering them a rare gift. A moment where they can truly relax. They reward this gift with the ultimate feline compliment, their voluntary presence. They choose to be near you because you are the only one that lets them be a cat. And hey, if decoding these subtle signs of feline love is helping you realize you might be doing a better job than you thought, hit like and subscribe so we can reach more owners who deserve to know they are loved. 3. You pass the consistency test every day. This requirement is often overlooked by humans. We think love is a feeling, but to a cat, love is predictability. Does your cat wait for you at the bedroom door every morning at the exact same time, even if you do not feed them immediately? This is not about hunger. They observe you constantly. They know your sounds, your scent, your walking pattern. When your daily actions match their internal map of what is supposed to happen, trust builds. For an animal that is both a predator and prey, predictability is the ultimate luxury. It allows them to relax because they do not have to waste energy constantly reassessing safety. When your behavior is consistent, they do not need to constantly assess if you are still safe. Consistency proves that you are a dependable and trustworthy companion in their world. The person they love is the one who provides emotional security through repeatable, safe actions. You did not have to create a massive spectacle of devotion. If they could speak, they would say, "I know who you are. I know exactly what you will do. And because I can predict you, I can completely trust you. Your repeatable actions, however small, demonstrate that you are consistent and reliable. For an animal whose life depends on reading the environment, your predictability is a rare gift of safety. 4. You learned the secret language of eyes. Have you ever caught your cat staring at you across the room, and then they slowly close their eyes and open them? Many people assume the cat is just sleepy or falling into a nap. But if they immediately open their eyes to look at you again, that is not sleepiness. In the feline world, a direct, unblinking stare is a sign of aggression and challenge. By deliberately breaking that stare, they are making themselves completely vulnerable to you. Researchers at the University of Sussex discovered that cats are significantly more likely to return a slow blink to their humans, and it acts as a feline positive emotional response. It is their way of saying that they feel so secure in your presence that they do not need to keep a watchful eye on you to stay safe. If they could put this subtle gesture into human words, it would sound like this. I am lowering my defenses. I know you will not hurt me. The person they love the most is usually the one who knows how to return this gesture. Try looking at them, blinking very slowly, and looking away slightly. When you speak this language, you bridge the gap between two entirely different species. But visual communication is only half of the equation when it comes to true trust. 5. You touch them like a cat, not a human. Humans are primates, and our instinct is to express affection through tight hugs and full-body stroking motions. But to a cat, a tight hug feels remarkably like being trapped by a predator. And long strokes down the back can often overstimulate their highly sensitive nerve endings. The person a cat truly chooses as their favorite is the one who understands feline boundaries. You touch them exactly where their scent glands are most heavily concentrated. Studies from the University of Lincoln highlight that cats show the most positive behavioral responses when stroked around the base of the ears, the cheeks, and the chin. These are the exact areas where cats groom each other when they are deeply bonded. By focusing your affection here, you are participating in a mutual scent exchange. You are physically blending your scent with theirs, creating a shared family odor. You are not treating them like a stuffed toy. You are treating them like a respected equal. If they could speak our language, their message would be simple. You do not trap me. You listen to my body language, and you touch me the right way. By respecting these physical boundaries, you pass the most important sensory test. But there is one final emotional test, the one that most loving owners accidentally fail. 6. The real reason they chose you. This brings us back to the exact warning I gave you at the very start of this video, the absolute quickest way to make a cat resent you. The specific behavior they hate the most in a household is forced and uninvited affection. When they walk into a room and sit near you, they are offering passive companionship. They are simply choosing to comfortably share their territory with you. But when humans immediately reach out, pick them up, and force them into a tight hug, we instantly turn their voluntary choice into a frightening trap. Feline behavior experts emphasize that cats are highly autonomous creatures. Taking away their physical agency immediately triggers their primal fight or flight survival response. If you constantly force them to interact when they just want to quietly observe, they will simply stop entering your room altogether to avoid the stress. But you did not do that. You always let them decide when to approach, when to sit on your lap, and most importantly, when to leave. You consistently provided a predictable, safe, and highly respectful environment where their personal choices were honored. You let them be a cat, not a plush toy. That is the ultimate secret. They do not choose the person who loves them the loudest. They choose the person who loves them the quietest. If they could put this profound feeling into human words, they would say it like this. You gave me the absolute freedom to walk away, and because you gave me that freedom, that is exactly why I decided to stay right here by your side. Their love is entirely and beautifully voluntary. So the next time your cat simply sits in the same room as you, ignore the urge to grab them. Just deeply appreciate the peaceful silence. Realize that their quiet presence, forced upon no one, is the highest compliment they can possibly give you. In that simple choice, they are revealing their heart. Your cat did not choose you by accident. It chose you because, in a world full of overwhelming noise, you were the only one who truly learned to listen.